fun with this. Thunder and lightning. Get alive. Come up.
I wouldn't underestimate me.
どちらまでそれでは
されてえのか。ぶっ殺してやる。
This will be good practice. Right.
Let's go. Take your best shot.
Two.
いらっしゃいませ。
Who's hungry? Me.
Delicious tea. ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。Delicious tea. ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Me.
Delicious tea. ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Me.
Delicious tea. ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Me.
Delicious tea. ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Who's me?
Delicious tea. ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。Delicious tea. ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Who's me?
Delicious tea. ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Who's hungry? Me.
Delicious tea. ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。Delicious tea. ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Me.
Majesty.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Me.
Majesty.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Who's up? Me.
Majesty.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Me.
Majesty.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Majesty.
ありがとうございました。
見下してんのかな。何見てんだよてめえ。やる
I'm not big on bullying, but I got this.
I got this. Alive.
Yeah! I wouldn't underestimate me. This some kind of joke?
Let's go.
You sure you can beat me?
これで。Fight.
Right. Ha! Oh!
You may enter.
Thank you, Chairman Hoshino. Captain Takabe said it would be okay for us to talk.
I heard. And I believe I already know why you've come. You've done us a great service. I would not still be leader of this clan if it weren't for you.
Does that mean the Seiryu clan's gonna pull through?
I can't say for sure yet. About 20 to 30% of our men defected to the Omi. And the ones who stayed are grumbling behind my back. And it's hard to blame them. They just found out the Ijincho standoff was all a sham.
Zhao told me he's giving up his position as the leader of the Liumang. Songhui is going to lead them.
Yes, I know.
You just know everything, huh?
Not everything. But I'll tell you what I do know. Eventually, the Seiryu clan will succumb to the Omi alliance.
What?
For people who had nowhere to live outside the gray zones, the Great Wall of Muscle was their only protection. Now it's crumbling. That's a matter of life or death for them. Already rumors are flying into Jincho's political circles. Rumors that Ogikubo's lost his touch. I'm sure Aoki got those whispers going. He never lets a good crisis go to waste.
Oh, really?
Aoki knows it would destroy the party if it ever revealed their chair, Ogikubo, forged money for years. Now Aoki can easily blackmail Ogikubo and force him to step down. Aoki will become the new party chair.
I don't get it. Why does he want to take Ogikubo's place so bad?
The party chair manages elections, so in that role, Aoki could nominate anyone he wants. He'll control the ruling party. Therefore, he'll control the nation.
The whole country will be under his thumb?
Yes. Especially if I'm right about his next move. I think he's gonna try to dissolve Parliament.
Dissolve Parliament? At a time like this? That's insane!
Prime Minister, I understand how you must feel, being unable to rely on Ogikubo-sensei. But honestly, I have the power to support you better than he ever could. If an election were held today, I could guarantee you 2/3 of the seats, minimum.
Do you have a solid plan for doing that?
Yes. I'll send Bleach Japan to the districts where the Citizens' Liberal Party is weakest. Bleach Japan can influence votes anywhere. They're incredibly popular. Plus, they have my endorsement. A victory for the party would, of course, move your personal political goals forward.
Oh.
Tell me, do you think you have the power to maintain the party's stability right now? We don't want it breaking up for lack of support from Ogikubo-sensei.
You can talk that way to the House, but not to me.
Appoint me to party chair and hold an election. If you don't, I'll be forced to make public the nature of Ogikubo-sensei's crimes. That would mean the end of not only your administration, but the party itself.
But there's no precedent for someone serving as both governor and party chair. Besides, you're much too young.
If age is what you want, start digging for some old fossil who can stop me. That is, if you think you can find one. Anyone in particular come to mind?
Aoki's scheme to destroy the Great Wall worked. Now he's got Mabuchi and the Omi at his command. So much power, vested in just one man. And it had to be Masato Arakawa. Kasuga, I know you never intended to be at the center of all this. It was pure coincidence that you were there when the soap landowner died. Wouldn't you agree?
Yep. Lucky me.
But one thing I don't believe is a coincidence, is that you ended up in Ijincho.
Huh? What do you mean?
Do you still have that fake bill?
Yeah. Didn't you say you knew how it ended up on me?
Yes. Only one person in the world could have put that bill in your pocket.
Who? Who is it?
Masumi Arakawa himself.
Arakawa-san. No, he's the one who shot me.
Yes, I'm aware he shot you. But did you ever consider that maybe he did that so you would end up here?
What?
That fake bill was his letter of introduction between you and me. It was to let me know that you were one of Masumi Arakawa's men.
Kind of a weird way to introduce us, don't you think?
I think what it means is Arakawa's goals do not align with those of Ryo Aoki.
Well, then, what are Arakawa's goals?
I really can't say. But I do know that he means business. He wouldn't have used that bill if he didn't.
Chairman, how exactly do you know Arakawa-san?
Well, that's a long story. And there's a much better place than here to tell it. Heian Tower.
Heian Tower?
Yes. That's where my fate intertwined with Arakawa's. He sure seems to be partial to Peking duck.
Yeah.
Let's have it for lunch tomorrow. My treat. I'll make the reservation. Listen.
Okay. Hmm? Huh. Yo. Hey. Chief. My friend's got some questions about the day I was dumped in this town.
Yeah. I want to know why you didn't just abandon Ichiban, dump him at a hospital. If you don't mind telling us, I'm sure we'd all appreciate it.
I see. Fine. I'll tell you. It's as good a time as any.
What?
There's an old tradition in this homeless camp. A responsibility passed down through the chiefs for many years.
What responsibility?
On occasion, when we're asked, we dispose of bodies.
What?
Bodies?
Yeah. There's a Yakuza family from Kamurocho who pays us to do it. They're called Arakawa.
Arakawa? Seriously? They, was this going on while they were still Tojo?
I don't know every detail, but yes. The arrangement existed at that time. It existed before I started living here. We've dealt with all kinds of bodies, whether they've been shot, stabbed, beaten, no matter how nasty. We dug holes and buried them under garbage. Who knows how many are there now? Back during the bubble, we got one every month. Or so I was told. Since I became chief, there's only been 3.
Damn. Arakawa the assassin.
But there's one more secret rule. It applies to anyone the Arakawa bring here alive.
A secret within the secret. Great.
What happens if they bring someone alive?
We're supposed to give the person medical aid, then let them go free, while pretending they're dead.
What's up with that?
In the criminal underworld, there's always people wanting to fake their own death. Gamblers, guys on the run, anyone who's afraid someone will hurt them. They send people like that here, and we honor the secret agreement. I think it might actually be a service the Arakawa family provides, but obviously they don't advertise it. So it ended up being a very rare event.
Is that agreement why you saved me? This live body rule?
You got it.
What sort of guy dropped me off here?
I mean, probably just someone from the family. I had no reason to check or anything. The guy lugged you out of the trunk of a car. You were covered in blood. He paid me and left. Didn't say a single thing the whole time.
I'm sorry, Ichi. You have to die. I'm counting on you, Ichi.
What the? After Arakawa-san shot me, I think he said something. I think it was, I'm counting on you, Ichi.
What would that even mean?
No clue. But the more I think about it, the more I'm sure he said that.
Look, Ichiban.
What?
I don't want to dash your hopes or anything. But when you were dumped here, you were on death's doorstep. You're only alive because everything I did went exactly the way we needed it to. But it could have easily gone a different way. I know you want to trust Arakawa, but...
I think Arakawa-san had to shoot me. All the other Yakuza at that meeting were watching him.
Huh?
Never mind. You don't get it. Forget I said anything.
まで行かれます？それでは。
I got this.
I got this. Alive.
I'll show you. You sure you can beat me?
Watch this. Thunder and lightning.
You sure you want to hurt?
Let's go. The enemy is defeated.
I went ahead and got started.
You sure you don't mind treating me?
What? Are you actually able to pay?
Wish I could, but I don't think they'd take this.
You don't sound like you're gonna relax during this meal.
Depends on what you say. Hopefully I'll relax enough to enjoy the duck. So, how do you know Arakawa-san? I'm on the edge of my seat here.
It wasn't long after the war the counterfeit bills started being produced in Ijincho. It was top secret. Only the heads of the Seiryu clan and the Liumang, plus some officers, knew about it. Outside of that inner circle, they also had to hire people to smuggle the bills.
Smugglers?
And one of them was a traveling actor. His name was Toshio Arakawa. He was Masumi Arakawa's father.
What?
One day, he came to us saying he lost an entire suitcase filled with 100 mil in fake yen. No excuse in the world could have saved him. A mistake that grave required the Seiryu clan to make an example out of him for the other smugglers. But remember, only a few people at the top even knew about the counterfeiting. It wasn't a task they could hand to just anybody. So I, being next in line to inherit the clan, was entrusted to carry it out.
So did you actually...
Yes. I killed Toshio Arakawa, father of Masumi Arakawa, in this very place, 40 years ago. But I had no idea who was in the room with my target. By the time I learned it was his 14-year-old son, it was too late. I had to go through with the hit, knowing this boy would see his father die. To make my guilt even worse, later I found out why Toshio lost the fake bills. His wife and her lover had stolen them. And those two fell into the ocean and disappeared. Their corpses were never even found.
So Arakawa-san lost both his parents, one after the other.
And his only other friends, the theater troupe, disbanded soon after without their leader. Masumi Arakawa became a drifter. along with a few other actors. They couldn't trust anyone, so what other path was there for them, except becoming Yakuza in Kamurocho? Arakawa joined a low-ranking family in the Tojo clan called the Hikawa family. Life wasn't easy for him there. They were the kind of family that took hits without thinking twice.
Really?
Yes. So they were always in need of ways to dispose of a body. Masumi Arakawa was tapped to help with that, and he was extremely cautious. To do it, he started coming all the way to the homeless camp in Ijincho.
Really? Even though the family was based in Tokyo? Why?
Well, truthfully, he wanted an excuse to come to Yokohama, because it would afford him opportunities to hunt his father's killer.
I see. So Arakawa-san was using the homeless camp to dispose of bodies all the way back then.
Indeed. As for his hunt, he researched Yakuza and criminals every time he was here. All he started with was a single clue. His own childhood memory of the suspicious waiter he saw here that night. Eventually, 7 years after the murder, I received an invitation to come here. He signed his invitation Masumi Arakawa. It was a bold declaration, and I knew immediately the running would be futile. So I came here, alone. I didn't even bring a bodyguard.
Why the hell not?
Well, to put it simply, I was prepared to die.
But, I mean...
In this line of work, there are no good ways to die. And I can think of worse ways to go that would not give that boy the justice he'd earned. The memory of what I'd done to him never left me, you know. It was always like a small bone stuck in my throat. He was sitting right where you are now.
Here?
Yes. He didn't look a day over 20. But his eyes had that hard, flinty gaze of an old killer. I couldn't help myself. I told him everything. I told him why I killed Toshio Arakawa. I even told him about the secret counterfeiting. I figured I was dead anyway. He had a gun in his hand, and all he had to do was pull the trigger. But he never once interrupted me. When I'd finished, he slowly stood up. I stopped him as he turned to leave. "Didn't you come here for revenge?" I asked.
And? What did he say?
He said, "If only you had ignored my invitation, then I could have shot you in the back." Then he left.
Boss.
In 1984, the 10,000 yen bill changed from the face of Prince Shotoku to Yukichi Fukuzawa. By that time, Arakawa had found his own Yakuza family, so I sent him a gift.
What was it?
A fresh batch of crisp, fake bills featuring Yukichi Fukuzawa. They were defective prints with nothing on the back. Not exactly legal tender.
Then, how was that a gift?
It's hard to explain. If I had to say, it was out of gratitude.
Sure, but for what?
I should have died that day I met with Arakawa. It would have been right. And yet he spared me. Not only that, but he lifted a terrible weight from my chest. Furthermore, it's not an exaggeration to say the equilibrium among the E-Gene 3 continues to this day because of him.
Wow.
I owe him an unfathomable debt. And one day I must pay it back. The defective bills were how I chose to communicate the sentiment. The counterfeiting secret is Ijincho's weakness. And it was only thanks to Arakawa that the E-Gene 3 could continue to secretly wield that power. But of course, that means if he ever feels like it was a mistake to let me live, he can use the fake bills to unravel everything I've built. The gift wasn't the bills themselves. They were leverage. I actually wrote something on the back to that effect. Neither justice nor mercy should tip the scale. It means that those in power must reward and punish where necessary. I felt it was an appropriate message. I suppose the writing is faded at this point.
Whoa. So that's the whole story.
Up till this moment. But now I'm sitting across from a man holding one of those fake pills. Which, of course, is a message from Arakawa that only I could understand. The message is, Masumi Arakawa sees you as a beloved family member.
Arakawa-san thinks of me as family.
He would not have placed that bill in your pocket lightly. Do you see its significance now? After everything I've told you? There is almost no doubt in my mind that Arakawa did not want you killed. So he didn't shoot you out of malice. He shot you so that you would be brought here, be saved by the homeless, and eventually meet up with me. Do you see? That's everything I can tell you.
That's plenty. Thank you, Chairman. I see it all now. I always kind of figured.
You did? Well, it's your move now. I've only told you what I know, so...
It's okay. That's enough. I trust you.
Well, I don't hear that often.
Yeah, neither do I. Not even from my friends. But those friends are trustworthy to me. And so are you. I believe everything you said. And my faith in Arakawa-san is coming back strong.
Kasuga,
Yeah?
are you a blood relative of Arakawa's?
No, it's not like that.
I see. Well, he must have been happy to have such loyalty as yours. As proud as any father, I think.
Nagatacho has been rocked by Party Chair Ogikubo's sudden retirement due to illness. Long a central figure in politics, Ogikubo was the Prime Minister's last ally in keeping Parliament together.
An election shall be held to reaffirm the will of the people. I look forward to a new Citizens' Liberal Party and a new cabinet.
The Prime Minister made more shockwaves later that day. In the afternoon, he announced he would appoint Ryo Aoki to Ogikubo's now vacant post. Aoki will be the first sitting governor to also serve as the ruling party's chair. This bold move is sure to have ripple effects.
How are you feeling, former chairman?
Surely the governor of Tokyo can read. My sign says no visitors.
Oh, suddenly rules are important to you.
Naturally.
Shouldn't you concern yourself with the rules you've already broken? For example, counterfeiting. Your crimes put the entire national economy at risk.
Do you know how many lives were saved by what you call a crime? Hundreds. Any politician can say they built a road or passed a law. But how many can say they caught people who fell through the cracks? You think you're talented enough to do that in my stead?
Oh, I've got plenty of talents. I just use them very differently compared to you. For example, I managed to fit your downfall into my already very busy schedule.
A governor as the party chair. Nothing could be more ripe for corruption.
Oh, everything I'm gonna do will be labeled scandalous by withered old men like you. But by next year, Japan will have a new standard, and it will have been written by me.
Spoken like a true amateur.
Amateur, huh? Let me ask you. Do you remember my first election 10 years ago? I asked you for the Citizens Liberal Party endorsement. You insulted me. Your exact words were, "Bleach Japan is a bunch of kids playing at politics." Your home district is Kanagawa's second. Isn't that right? I'm happy to tell you, Bleach Japan will be running a candidate there in the next election cycle. And he'll have the Citizens Liberal Party's ringing endorsement. So, how does it feel to have everything taken from you by a bunch of kids? Our candidate's victory in Kanagawa's District 2 is all but certain. So I've come up with a plan for taking out the trash in Ijincho. Of course, we'll probably lose half the population.
Are you calling the people of Ijincho trash?
I'm calling them disposable.
Pardon me?
What did you call them? People who fell through the cracks? Can't you see that's their own fault for becoming so dependent on the gray zones? They're responsible for maintaining their home, and they failed. That's what makes them disposable. But I must be going. As I said, I've got a busy schedule. Happy retirement, my former chair. I truly wish that for you. I hope you'll visit Ijincho after its beautiful new developments are complete. You'll hardly recognize it, and I can't wait to see the look on your face when you see it.
So, it's your hideout?
Yep, go ahead. Make yourself at home.
I'd love to, but, where could I even do that?
Yes. The square footage of this place leaves something to be desired.
Well, excuse me. I'm hearing some pretty high standards for a couple of pad crashers.
We're not crashing it. Namba-san gave us permission.
Who the hell says no to Jungi Han when he asks to stay the night? I mean, it's freaking Jungi Han.
Hey, where are the rest of your people now that Komi Jewel HQ is gone?
They're fixing the surveillance system. It will take some time for it to be fully restored.
Well, I get why Jungi Han is staying here, since his place is a pile of ashes. what's Zhao's excuse?
It's not like I could just keep living in Qingchen after stepping down from the Liumeng. Wouldn't have sent the right message. So, I've joined the ranks of the homeless.
Still doesn't explain why you need to stay here.
Maybe because information collects where people do. And this group does seem to be in the know.
We do? But we don't even know what happened to Bleach Japan. Did the police ever put a stop to all that craziness?
The police? Kasuga-kun, haven't you seen the news?
No, haven't had the time.
Well, Bleach Japan's reputation in Ijincho, hell all of Japan, is golden after the Komijo thing.
What?
Oh yeah, you wouldn't believe the headlines. Despite peril, brave Bleach Japan topples Komijo gang. Grassroots org achieves what police never could. Shit like that.
Wow, great journalism. No spin at all.
That's not even the worst of it. The reports say the Komijo committed arson during its fight with Bleach Japan. And in the blaze, Bleach Japan director Ogasawara perished.
He's dead?
Wait, what happened? He was definitely alive after the fire. That's when we interrogated him.
Yeah, then the Omi Alliance rescued him. Why would he be... Wait, did they?
Yes, they probably killed him. I had that thought right away. At least he died the way he wanted to, as a hero of the revolution.
That guy? A hero? Why they kill him?
Because he squawked like a bird when you interrogated him. Why wouldn't they off the guy? Now they're just milking his death for all it's worth. Honestly, it's a brilliant move, making it look like he died in the Komijo fire. No crime reports, cops and doctors wouldn't bat an eye. And Bleach Japan gets a nice, tragic death to go on about.
Damn. I wish we'd picked a fight with dumber enemies.
But what can we do? Go to the police and explain how we abducted Ogasawara?
What would be the point? Half the force is on Mabuchi's payroll. No, they would just book our asses.
So Aoki has everyone marching along to his little tune. All in step.
Young master.
Okay, Bleach Japan's got us by the short hairs there. But what about the fact they were trespassing on Komijo property?
Well, they must have figured the public would think the ends justified the means. And they were right. The public thinks Bleach Japan is the hero of this story. The police will never prosecute them for trespassing.
At this rate, the Komijo and the Liumeng are going to be extinct in Ijincho. And people like you who give us shelter will be an endangered species. I wish I didn't have to say this, but I suggest you make other living arrangements.
I can't. I'm waiting for someone to contact me here.
Who?
Arakawa-san, he's about to go all in with his next gamble. When that happens, you'll need strong allies.
More than he's already got?
I can't say anymore. I'm sorry.
Me too.
I'll be in touch.
Well then. But isn't Masumi Arakawa the man who shot you?
The boss wasn't trying to kill me. He shot me so I could live.
Sorry, but don't you think that's still kinda fucked up?
It's a long story. Buy me a beer sometime and I'll tell you all about it. But right now, while we've got you on the team, we need to get shit done. And we need to stock up on money and supplies because nobody knows what the hell will happen next.
That's for sure.
Hello, Kasuga-san. I must say this place is quite comfortable.
Yeah, ain't it? Also, seriously, man, how's a guy make drinking alone look so cool? Guess it's easy when you're as handsome as you.
That's kind of you to say. Why don't you let me buy you a drink?
Yo, for real? Hey, now you're speaking my language, man!
You certainly are a mysterious one, Kasuga-san. Sunghui speaks highly of you as well. I dare say it makes me jealous.
Oh, come on. Speaking of, have you been with her long? You've got this butler and lady of the house thing going on.
It's only been 3 years since I was brought into the Komijul. I can't say it's been long.
No shit.
Up until then, I was with a group called the Jingon Mafia. I was their leader's body double.
Body double? You mean like a decoy? Just like the real thing?
Indeed. If my master was ever targeted by our enemies, I was to be killed in his place. That was my duty.
I didn't figure people still did that kind of stuff. Wait, does that mean your face is...
An imitation, yes. What you see is a result of large-scale plastic surgery. But I'll have you know my previous face was rather handsome as well. A shame not a single picture of it exists anymore.
Really? Out the window then, huh?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
So that means Junki Han isn't your real name either, right? What's your real name then?
Surely we're not that close yet, are we?
Come on. First step in becoming friends is calling each other by name, right?
Well, isn't this awkward? I'm afraid I'm the type to want a bit more distance with people.
That how it was with the Jingon Mafia? From the name, I'm guessing it was some sort of Korean Yakuza-like thing?
Weren't you once a member of the Tojo clan, Kasuga-san? I'm surprised you've never heard of the Jingon Mafia.
I was in the clink for a long time.
The Jingon Mafia and the Tojo clan clashed in the 1980s, long before you were serving time.
The 80s? Dude, that's 40 years ago. I was just a baby back then. Doubt I even had hair.
Yes, I had yet to be born myself. Regardless, early in the decade, the Tojo clan attacked the Jingon Mafia and massacred a great number of them. Around 30 or so.
30?
Back then, Kamurocho was the most sought-after territory in all of Asia. I've heard the conflicts for control were rather intense. The Tojo clan was incredibly strong, and they made sure it was a well-known fact.
Still, to off 30 of them is...
To get their revenge, the Jingon Mafia main arm in Korea sent even more members to Japan, some of them as undercover agents. But deception is a tricky business, and all who could not strike at the heart of the Tojo clan were considered failures and forbidden from returning. In the end, those that couldn't carry out the mission were abandoned and left without any place to go. One of them happened to be my father.
Then you were born here, in Japan?
Yes, but be that as it may, I don't recall being welcomed here. I wasn't even accepted by any Korean communities either. My family was treated like slime and kicked out from wherever we went. We came to be called the Stray Jingon Mafia, running away whenever we were discovered.
Slimes who run away, huh? Stray Jingon Mafia ain't bad, but personally, I think Maverick sounds a hell of a lot cooler.
Maverick. One that strayed from the herd. Maverick Jingon Mafia is a bit of a mouthful, though, isn't it? It's a little much.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Stray Jingon it is.
But I will give you points for style, if nothing else.
Thanks. So, what happened to the Stray Jingon after that?
Enter the 21st century, the winter of 2006. Around the time I turned 20, the Jingon Mafia from the mainland made an all-out assault against the Tojo clan. But even as that happened, the stray Jingon Mafia received not a word of warning. We were left completely in the dark. Our fathers were entirely forgotten by the countrymen that sent them here.
You don't say. I might know a guy who could sympathize with that.
Oh?
Yeah, he's right in front of you. I got tossed out by my family and locked up for 18 years.
Oh, that's right. That must be why I can't bring myself to hate you, Kasuga-san.
So? What happened to the Jingon's big all-out attack?
Despite their careful planning, they were ultimately crushed by the Tojo clan. Ironically, those that survived came from all over to join those of us in the stray Jingon Mafia. It was a miserable sight. Both sides cut off from home and left with no choice but to band together in the social sewer of a country that wasn't theirs.
Sounds like you struggled. Wouldn't know it from looking at you, though.
I could say the same to you.
Yeah, finally starting to warm up to me?
It would seem so. I haven't been acting much like myself today. I had a great time drinking with you, Kasuga-san. I truly mean that.
So whatever happened to the real Junki Han? What's he up to now?
He revived the Jingon Mafia roughly 3 years ago, and at that time had taken over a considerable portion of Kamurocho. But he was shot in the head and killed. I was absent at the time.
And it all came crashing down, huh? Wait, then that means... Can't you use your real name now? Why keep up the body double thing? You're not trying to become the real Jungi Han, are you?
Who can say? But that's none of your concern, is it, Kasuga-san? Or am I wrong?
Nah, you got me there.
Farewell.
Guess he's not the type to open up so easily. I'll just have to keep drinking with him. Hey, Namba! You thinking what I'm thinking?
If it's a drink you want, I can't. I have to take care of some shopping.
You? Shopping?
It's for the bartender. He told me he'd give me an extension on my tab if I ran a couple errands for him. Pain in the ass all the same.
Man, you are getting a much better deal than he is.
Maybe so. In any case, I'll see you around.
Okay. See you in a bit.
Running around doing manual labor at my age. Where did I go wrong?
So, Namba and Mizue-chan. I assume you're hatching a plan to reunite them?
Hold on. How in the heck did you...
Eavesdropping on customers has never been my policy. But you two hardly count.
You mean you were listening in when Namba was pouring his heart out?
Not like I tried to. I just happened to be at the counter and something he said made me put two and two together.
What do you mean?
There's a bar I go to every so often. Just got themselves a new hostess. I believe her name's Futaba.
What's she got to do with Namba?
Well, as it turns out, this Futaba had been a nurse up until just recently. She was telling me about her nursing life at the hospital, and in the middle of her story, wouldn't you know it, a medicine theft turned up. She said a nurse who worked there, some guy, admitted to the theft before the cops could get involved.
What? But that could only mean...
I know. She had to have been talking about Namba. If that's true, then the two of them worked at the very same hospital. Naturally, I'd assume she would know when Mizue-chan is leaving.
Have you told Namba any of this?
No, not yet. Besides, he said it himself. He couldn't reach out to his colleagues even if he wanted to. On the other hand, I'm sure his drinking buddy could reach out on his behalf.
I get you. Man, you came strong with that one.
But listen, if you do go and meet Futaba, I wouldn't tell Namba if I were you.
Yeah. Wouldn't want to make it seem like I'm doing it behind his back.
I figured as much. So I called Futaba's bar and spoke to the mama there. She said Futaba's on her way.
She's on her way here? Wait, is that why you sent Namba shopping? Dude, how do you think that many moves ahead?
Bringing people together is what a bartender does. All I can do is facilitate. The rest is up to you.
Then I won't let this chance go to waste.
Hey. So, my boss said you wanted to see me?
You're Futaba-san?
In the flesh. Am I supposed to know you?
No, I just wanted to ask you a few things. Here, have a seat.
How long's this gonna take? I'm off today, and I was planning to hit the pachinko parlor.
Okay, I'll make it quick. And now listen, you were a nurse before, right?
Yeah, and?
One of your colleagues got fired for selling off meds. You remember who that was?
God, how would I know?
I'm sure you heard something. I'm thinking he's a friend of mine.
Look, the only thing I know about it is that the guy was some four-eyed mope.
Oh, that has to be Namba.
That name does ring a bell. Hey, hun.
No way. Shut up! They raised the jackpot? Babe, do not let anyone sit there. I'm on my way right now.
Before you go, tell me, do you know anyone named Mizue-chan? She worked with you at the hospital
Who even cares? You're wasting my pachinko time!
Wait, we're not done!
Hey, guys.
Namba, hey! Back already? Man, you shop quick.
Yeah, well, I forgot the shopping list, so I had to come back and get it. Anyway, who was that walking out of here just now?
Say what?
I couldn't see her face or anything, but wasn't there a lady just in here?
Nah, you need better glasses, man. Nobody came in or out of here, right, bartender?
Yeah.
Huh? Is there a reason you two are acting suspicious as hell?
Whoa, let's tone it down, buddy.
Could it be the two of you were conspiring to throw me a surprise birthday party?
Uh-huh.
You knew I had a birthday coming up, so you two must have gotten together to plan the whole thing out.
Yup. You got us, man. Now the surprise is ruined.
See, I knew it. You always go over the top when it comes to these things. So, what kind of party are we talking here? Give me a hint.
Sorry, man. Top secret.
You can't even give me a hint? Sure would cheer me up.
It might now, but wouldn't you rather save some excitement for your birthday?
I wouldn't be opposed to that.
They say hunger is the best spice, and, suspense is the spice of birthdays. Totally. So how about you kick back and let me spice this birthday up?
All right, I'm convinced. I'll try to be patient.
There's a champ. Trust me, it'll be worth it.
All right. As soon as I'm back from the store, we are drinking.
I'll be here, man. Oh, and you better not pull some I forgot my wallet crap again.
Shoot. I actually did forget my wallet.
This guy. Hey. Hmm?
Mission apparel. Right. Don't get cocky. Get serious. Huh? Huh? Out of my way! Get outside! Fight me! Okay. Stand there? Are you done with all the fun and games yet? Thunder and lightning! Take your best shot. I'm up! You wanna fight? Huh? On. Next time. You scared? Right. You're in it now. Yakuza. Get serious. Don't get cocky. Yeah. Have fun with this. Nature is about to get furious. Over here! Fight? Are you done with all the fun and games yet? Get over here. Let's go. Just stand there? Who wants to go? Hora, Kuyo! The enemy is defeated! Right. I got this. Don't get caught. Out of my way! Lightning! You're in it now. You think you can win? Okay. Watch this. Thunder and lightning. I got this. Take your best shot. I'm up. You wanna fight? Get on. All clear. Cool. I'm over here. Let's go. I got this. Yeah. You want to go? Good luck next time. Mission apparel. Right. You're in it now. Ow, you're weak. Let's go. Okay. Have fun with this. Nature is about to get furious.
I got this. Your best shot.
My way!
Yeah.
Just gonna stand there?
What's this? Thunder and lightning. Let's go. Cool. Yeah. I'm over here. Let's go.
Well, look what the cat dragged in.
Hamago-san, what's all this?
Didn't I tell you? I'm decluttering. I lugged all this out here by myself. Oh, I'm beat. I was hoping you big, strong men might do the rest.
You buying new futons or something? Business must be good.
Wait, there's no one here. Where are the girls?
They all quit.
What?
I'm closing up shop.
Huh? Ijincho Revitalization Shelter.
It's a facility in Hamakita Park. Bleach Japan set it up. Girls from the industry and their families can live there free of charge.
For free? Damn. And all your girls went there?
Sure did. Why wouldn't they? The facility's offering job training and legal help with visas. No better place for girls like them who don't have citizenship.
And Bleach Japan is behind this whole operation?
Yeah, they're being useful for once. They're gonna open more just like it, too. And they even offered to buy my place and turn it into a shelter.
But then what are you going to do? This place is your bread and butter, isn't it?
Oh, they thought of that. They gave me a job at the shelter. I'm gonna be the dorm mother. Well, it's good pay, and perfect for a feisty old gal like me. Gotta say, I'm coming around on these do-gooders.
Come on, Hamako-san. Don't you remember what they put you through?
Yeah, sure, they were annoying. Bunch of kids tramping around, shouting shit they heard in prep school. But hey, now they're putting their money where their mouth is. It wasn't just a bunch of whining. They actually did something about it. And apparently the shelters were Ryo Aoki's idea. I have to say, it's pretty damn genius of him.
Not to be a downer, but don't you think he's basically just buying votes? Once the election is over, I bet you he's gonna forget all about these shelters.
Yeah, seriously. Politicians pull this shit all the time.
You don't know him. You can't just assume he's like that. Besides, you got some better option for my girls? Any spare rooms you'll let them live in? I'll have you know, Aoki-san came all the way out to Ijincho today.
Wait, he's in town?
He's attending Ogasawara-san's funeral. See? That shows he's a good guy. The guy's got a million things on his plate, but still carves out time for a friend. You've got no business bad-mouthing him when you don't even know him.
The young master. Here in Ijincho.
You gonna go see him?
Yeah. There's stuff I want to ask him about.
Me too. Like what his connection to Horonouchi is.
You guys are nuts. Oh, what's your plan? Stroll up and demand a meeting with the most powerful man in Tokyo?
Oh, funerals are easy to sneak into. Everyone's too polite to ask questions.
Why are you supporting this lunacy?
Sorry, Hamako-san. But do you mind if I get rid of your trash some other day?
What's wrong with now?
There's just this thing I gotta take care of.
Fine. Just don't leave me hanging, okay?
Wouldn't dream of it. So does anyone know where this funeral is?
If it's in Ijincho, it's gotta be at the morgue on Central. That's where Nonomiya's funeral was.
Oh, yeah. All right. Let's roll on over there.
Yakuza.
Don't get caught. You wanna fight? Down. Fight me! I got this. Yeah? Okay.
You can win.
Games yet? Go! Come up! Let go! You're in it now. Weak. Yeah.
That's better.
Cool. Pain in the ass. My back is killing me.
いらっしゃい。ありがとうね。
偽物じゃねえぞ。何なんだよ。
Ogasawara-kun, I remember the day we met like it was yesterday.
Nice. There's still time. Hey, let us through. We're here to pay our respects.
Hey, are you with Bleach Japan?
No, but we knew Ogasawara.
Not good enough. The ceremony's just for family and Bleach Japan members.
Well, maybe they'll let us light some incense.
They aren't even allowing journalists like me in. This monitor is all we get.
Today, we celebrate Ogasawara-kun's memory. We do so here in Ijincho, the city of his heart and soul.
You, more than anyone, yearn to see this city reborn. It was only 6 months ago that you came here with your family. And I remember how eager you were to change this town for the better. It became your passion in life. But one cannot truly care about a city until they become one of its people, which is why I was so moved when you chose to reside in Ijincho. There is no greater tragedy than the dreams we leave behind in death, and yours were bigger than most ever dared. I know this as your classmate in our youth, as your peer who shared your ambitions. But most of all, simply as a friend, you left too soon. This is truly a great loss. And so, what choice do we have but to face the future without you? We look to Kume-kun, the protege to whom you entrusted so much. He has stepped forward to carry on your dream. And is there any greater honor than when, in our passing, someone else picks up the torch where we left it? You and I always believed we could help people find their way together. Which is why, in the coming election, I will throw the entirety of my support behind Kume. I say this not as the Citizens Liberal Party chair, but for you, Ogasawara-kun, as your friend who would see your dream come true. I swear to do everything in my power to bring your dream for Ijincho to fruition. That is the least I can do for you, my old friend. Rest now and smile down on us from heaven.
Ogasawara-san, we will continue your work for you.
Just listen to this governor. He really cares.
He's in more grief than anyone here, and he still gave a speech.
Strong man giving a strong eulogy.
If Aoki really did order Ogasawara's death, well, then he's quite the actor.
Bastard's grooming Kume for political office. What the hell is his plan?
Hey, there he is.
Let's move.
How many seats is the Citizens Liberal Party targeting this cycle? Any comment?
Aoki-san, should we take your statement today as a campaign launch announcement?
Any comment at all? Just a soundbite, Aoki-san!
Clear the way!
What's your motive for holding a new election?
Hey, don't push! I said don't push!
All right, folks, let him through. Let him through!
Aoki! Hey! Governor Aoki! That's no good. Can't even get close.
Let's head him off.
How?
It's not like the governor took a train here. He's gotta have a car nearby.
Sure, but how are you gonna find it? Check every parking spot in the neighborhood?
You know, I once read in some tabloid that celebrities park underground to avoid the paparazzi. Aoki probably uses the same strategy, don't you think?
Yeah, that's a thought.
Any underground lots around here?
Yeah, there's a big one. Its entrance is by the river.
Great! Let's check it out.
On it.
shot.
Yeah. Who wants to go?
All patched up. I'm up. This'll do.
Just gonna stand there? Are you done with all the fun and games yet?
Okay. Take care of that.
Who wants to go?
Let's go.
On it.
You're weak. You're in it now. Don't get cocky.
Now,
Get serious. I got this. Who do I call? Who the? Time to call a friend! I summon you! I'm up! You wanna fight? Let's go! You're weak.
Yeah? Are you done with all the fun and games yet?
Best shot!
You can win. Out of my way!
You're in it now!
Damn.
For real?
Well...
Yo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mission imperative.
Right.
Let's go! Get alive! You wanna fight? Take your best shot. Okay.
I'm over here.
I got this.
Who wants to go?
Nature is about to get furious.
Cool. You think you can win? Funny games yet?
Get serious. Let's go. You're in it now.
Just stand there. Who wants to go? On it.
Yeah, I got this.
The enemy is defeated. Play. Right.
You're in it now.
Out of my way.
Don't get caught. Oh, yeah.
You think you can win?
Okay. I'll get him. I'm up. Get serious.
Just gonna stand there? Are you done with all the fun and games?
Yeah.
Hey ya.
Okay.
Copy that. We'll be ready to move out right away. Start the car. The governor's en route.
Bingo.
You were right on the money, Sachan.
Let's do this.
Stop! Identify yourselves! What are you doing here?
Chill out, fellas. Just want to talk to the governor.
Not a chance! Get back! Code Red, we got trespassers!
Mr. Governor, this way!
Trespassers? Don't make assumptions, pal.
Then who are you? Are you media?
We're fans of the governor. We just want to shake his hand, okay?
Not right now.
Please? Come on.
You can't.
It'll just take a second.
The governor ain't got time. Take a walk, Jack.
Take a walk, Jack? You from Kansai?
You got a problem with that?
Well, it means you're Omi. I don't hear you denying it. Wow, a governor employing Yakuza as his bodyguards. Unreal.
Shut up! I'm a civilian working security. Speaking Kansai don't automatically make someone Omi, you damn smartass.
Oh, you're angry I assumed something? You assumed we were trespassers.
Because that's what you are.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's just calm down now. Why don't you do yourself a favor and step aside? If not, we'll have to...
Freeze!
Whoa, easy. That's quite the weapon you got there. I was only gonna ask for a light, man. Why's a local security guard packing something like that, anyway?
Asshole! I'm about to shoot you just because you're annoying.
With the safety on?
Huh?
Gotcha, fucking rookie.
You think I'm playing, you dried up sack? They want to fight. Let's give them a bloodbath.
Scared? On it. Get serious. Not yet. Get caught.
Okay.
Over here.
Have fun with this, otherwise. You wanna fight?
Check this out.
I'm up!
Let's go.
Going in!
Who wants to go?
No begging for mercy now. That's better.
You alright? Oh yeah? I'm over here. Come on now. With all the fun and games yet?
Do it. Let's go.
Who wants to go?
Let's go.
Alright.
Sweet! You fucking...
Wait!
Ichiban!
You okay? What have you done?
Mr. Governor.
Can't you tell the difference between thugs and law-abiding citizens? What's wrong with you?
I'm sorry, sir. We are terribly sorry about this.
Do you need medical attention? I never thought I'd see the day when my own guards hurt a citizen. I'm just glad I saw the scuffle in the rearview mirror. Please, let me help you up, sir.
Young master.
Tonight, go to Orohime Land alone. I'll do the same. It's such a relief that none of you are hurt. Please accept my sincere apologies for all of this. I'd also like to apologize on behalf of my guards. I'll be giving them a strict lecture later.
But for now, I must ask that you excuse me. I'm late for an appointment.
Listen.
Yeah.
Hey.
No.
Hold on.
Yo.
Okay.
いらっしゃいませ。
Who's hungry?
Me!
Delicious.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Me!
Delicious.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Who's hungry?
Me!
Delicious.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Who's hungry?
Me!
Delicious.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Who's hungry?
Me!
Delicious.
ありがとうございました。 いらっしゃいませ。
Me!
Majesty.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Me!
Majesty.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Who's hungry?
Majesty.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Me!
Majesty.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Me!
Majesty.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Me!
Majesty.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Who's hungry?
Me!
Majesty.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Who's hungry?
Me!
Majesty.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Majesty.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Majesty.
ありがとうございました。
どちらまで。それでは